Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I made some changes in the model portfolio. I wanted to make you guys aware. Let's see what's going on. I wrote a letter to my family and a quarterly report. I said, we've been in there a full quarter. I want to give a quick update and share some adjustments that I'm doing based on the current market environment. With everything going on in the economy, I think it makes sense to de-risk some of the tech holdings. So that would include AMDY, NVDY, CONY, AMZY, and FEAT, and shift into a few areas that should offer better protection return. Here's the game plan. Commodities, exposure, and inflation hedge. We're going to add some USOY, which gives us exposure to the oil market indirectly, while also paying a substantial yield. Recent total returns 9% and a recent yield 65%. Gold mining via GDXY to further hedge against volatility. And also inflation. We're gaining gold mining exposure through GDXY, which also comes with a good yield, et cetera, et cetera. And also we're going to allocate 20% to YQQQ, which is an inverse high yield ETF designed to appreciate when the market declines. Designed to potentially appreciate when the market declines. It pays a strong yield, around 19%. This provides us with some protection in case the market takes a downturn. And like I said, we're still getting 19%. So it's not as much as that. You don't get paid as much as you do on the bullish funds. But that's the way it goes. And so also we're going to replace the fund FEAT, FEAT, that's Yield Max Fund feature, I believe they call it, with GPTY. Now, feature was a big disappointment to me. The theory of feature where they're going to keep allocated to the 5 best performing Yield Max funds, but they've kept the same. They've kept the same funds, same 5 funds in there the whole time, and some of them have done terrible. I was hoping they would be more proactive at switching. But they haven't. They started with Tesla in there, and they still have Tesla in there, and Tesla's killing us. Anyway, I've been real disappointed with FEAT. I think a lot of people have, but it's not all bad news because there's a fund that came out a month ago that's better anyway, in my opinion, and it includes some of the same stocks. It's called GPTY. It's based on 15 to 20 tech companies, but it has a hedging component. It has a lot of the downside hedged out with put options. I believe it's a smarter choice. Not to mention it has NVIDIA in it, and we dropped NVDY today. But we have NVIDIA, it's 12% of this fund. So it's not like we're all the way together out of NVIDIA or advanced micro devices. If those stocks come back, this fund will do well. And we also have those stocks in other funds. We also own those stocks in YMAX, which we're also keeping. So big picture, these moves should give us a stronger hedge against inflation with the oil and gold high yield funds and some downside protection. Not a whole lot of downside protection with just that little 20%, but at least we'll have something that appreciates on a down day. While still keeping earning the relatively high yields. So given how uncertain things are politically and economically, I think it's best to position the portfolio this way. All right. So that's what I told my brother-in-law. I sent that to him. Let's look at all right, I'm out of FEAT, AMD, AMZ, CONY, and even NVDY. Okay, out with the old. The model portfolio was off 12% this morning, not just this morning, 12% in 3 months. Okay, I've been wanting to make some changes for a while, so this morning was a good chance to do it. All right, so the new model portfolio is ULTY, YMAX, GPTY, YQQQ, USOY, and GDXY. Also, as of right now, QQY is still in the portfolio. I'm thinking about switching it out for one of the new Yield Max funds, SDTY or maybe QDTY. But for now, I'm going to leave that one in there. But it may get switched to a different type of index high yield fund. We'll see. All right. So all the funds I have in there right now are based on indexes and are at least based on 15 stocks or more. Nothing based on 5 stocks like that one FEAT that was in there, and nothing based on 1 stock. So I think I'm going to keep it that way. The single stock ones are too volatile, in my opinion. We could still get plenty of yield with the income based ones without the extra volatility. I'm tempted to put PLTY in the portfolio, which is PLTY is a high yield fund based on Planeteer, which has just been murdering it lately, but they've pulled back a bunch. You know, they've been down 4 days in a row, or 5 days in a row. 4 days in a row. They've been down 4 days in a row, and it's looking, you know, they're getting down here towards a logical place that a person might want to buy the dip. You know, and heck, you could get this stock for $30 cheaper than you could a couple of days ago. So now this is the high yield fund. Of course, I always get it confused. It's based on parent company, but it's also pulling back. Like I said, I was tempted to put in the high yield into the portfolio, but I mean, who knows though? It's just too risky. The reason also we don't need to necessarily, this is a cool tool on FinViz. I'll show you guys in case you guys haven't discovered this. You can look, you can look right here and it shows you what other funds it's in. I thought this was in 3 or 4 different funds, but in this case, this one's just in the fund YMAX. But like, let me give you a better example. Tesla, we can look at Tesla. Tesla's held by YMAX, FEAT, FIVY, and AMAX, which, stay right here where I can see you, buddy. You can't go play in the street. Come on, buddy. All right. Well, so no, it's part of this fund, Adaptive Multi-Asset Income ETF AMAX from Adaptive Portfolios. Well, this is interesting. Maybe we'll have a review on that thing. I don't know. This isn't really about that. Maybe we need to add this thing to the portfolio. All in on AMAX. No, I'm just joking. All right. Let's look at the market real quick. The market's bouncing here, which is awesome. The market went from red to green, which is a bullish sign. It made a new low this morning at 10:30. It undercut the previous day's low and this other big low over here. But then to rally back and close on the highs, if that's what it does, that would be a great sign. And that probably means that it's time to buy the dip. We'll see. I really thought we were going to get down to this 584 area, and we might still, you know, but this is definitely, the bulls are definitely gaining ground here. So we shall see. Of course, that's always the way it works, because I've been wanting to put money in that inverse YQQQ fund for a long time. I've been wanting to get short or get some short protection. And I could have done it for the past month. I've been thinking about it. Or the past 2 months, I've been thinking about it. Here it's trading. It traded at 604 for like 2 weeks. Then it sold off. But then it traded up here at 604, 605 for another 2, 3, 4 weeks. Had ample choices to hedge while it was still high. Then the market starts selling off this morning. I panicked. Not only me, and a lot of other people panicked. But lots of times that's what happens. It takes people panicking for the market to bottom. Then the market will bottom, which will cost all the people that panicked money. That's the market bottoming. So it's fun, though. It certainly is fun. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm going to get this video out. All right. I'll see you later.